Hi and welcome once again. In this tutorial, we would be connecting Microsoft SQL Server 2008 to Microsoft Access 2010. So firstly, I'll go to my Start menu, go to All Programs, and I'm going to start my Server Management Studio. I would run this as administrator mode so that I would get the options that I need to. I'm going to copy the server name because I would need it later on when I'm going to use my access. So I would connect to this, and I'm going to databases. I'm going to create a new database, and I'm going to call this customer. Okay. I will expand the database folder, and customer is the one I created. I'm going to go on tables, right click on table, and I'm going to go on new table. I'm just going to put in some basic information like first name. I'm going to change this to Vacha, and I'm going to put last name. And I'm going to save this as customer info. Okay, so that is saved. I'm going to close this off, and I'm going to go to all programs, and I'm going to run access in administrator mode. So I'm going to hold on the shift key and right click on Microsoft Access and run as administrator. I'm just going to create a blank database. We're not going to use this table, so you can close this. We're going to go to external data, ODBC database, and we're going to link to the data source by creating a link table. So I'm going to go to machine data source. I'll create a new data source, which would be my SQL Server, and I'm going to go to user data source. I'm going to click next, scroll down to SQL Server, and click next, and finish. And here's where we need to paste the server name where you copied. So we're going to paste this here, and the name, I'm going to name my data source as SQL customer. I'm going to click next. Leave this as Windows NT authentication, and next. We're going to change the default database because we already created one in SQL, and we're going to go with customer and click next. Leave this as default and finish. You can test the data source to make sure it's working. So test completely successful, so that's good. Okay. And we're going to use the customer info. So click on that and click OK. We're going to select these two record identifiers, click OK. This is it here. Double click on this. See both first name and last name. You just populate like about 2 or 3, and then go to SQL Server, and we'll see how it's populated. So just some names, just plug in some names into it. And the last name, and we're gonna close this off. We're gonna save it and close it off. We're gonna go back to SQL, and connect. We're gonna go to the customer database, expand that. We're gonna expand the tables folder. We're gonna right click on customer info, and we're gonna select the top 1,000 rows. So you see that these are the 3 names we plugged in. So that's how you create a database on SQL Server and populate it using Microsoft Access. Thank you.